What's up, guys? It's time to talk about grenade usage. We're going to go over the 3 different ways you could throw a grenade, and then some of the concepts and reasons to knowing these nades, and then some ideas for how you could implement them right now. So the first things first, guys, I want to make sure everyone knows this. I find a lot of beginners actually don't realize this, but there's 3 different distances based on how you click your mouse that you could throw a grenade. The first one is a left click, right? You could throw a left click, that's the farthest. The second one is a double click, so aim at the same thing. The third one is simply a right click. These 3 distances are important to know because you could start utilizing these in different ways. A lot of people that maybe have played old school CS 1.6 and Source, they're just relying on the left click. So if they wanted to maybe peek a guy right here and flash behind them, the old left click method is just like throw a flash like this and peek. The benefit of a right click flash is a different archway, or arch, so that now you could peek with it at a different timing. And also, you could get creative with the lineups and how you throw these flashes. Right click flashes are very useful as well for running because you could run with it, you don't have to think as much, and you can kind of time it. So by running forward and throwing it, you can actually create a nice timed flash when you're running through an area. You kind of look up, that's a right click right there, and then peek with it, right? The double click flash is also awesome for the same reason. I happen to know a flash right here. I happen to know a flash right here for the double clicks. Right here, back wall, double click, throw this flash. Alright, so see, this flash is a great flash to blind all 3 things, which brings me to my next point. Knowing these flashes is not just so you could have them thrown randomly, but so you can actually memorize flashes and grenades and smokes that can be used to get you out of tough spots. Now, you want to practice each one of these in your own server, and the way you do that is how I'm showing you right here. You do SV grenade underscore trajectory 1 with SV cheats on. That gives you this green line so you can see where the nades land. The importance of knowing these nades is that so in common scenarios, such as, you want to hit B on cache, how do I just smoke tree room off without just throwing it off the wall? Now, it's good to know the basic way, which is like that, but also, maybe you come here and you find a cool grenade like this, which I've found obviously in the past. You can watch my Nades for Noobs videos on cache. If you guys are looking for some extra help for lineups that I've found and the ones on the common competitive ones, look up Nades for Noobs on my YouTube channel. But the main concept here I want you guys to realize is there's a lot more ways that you can creatively use grenades that you could find in your own time. Find corridors and say, okay, instead of a right click flash right here, I like to throw this flash when the guy's close left because it lands smoother and I could peek better with it, right? I found this one just the other day when I was thinking about it. I found that you could just throw a flash like this and run with it and peek this. So there's always cool ways to find flashes, guys, and the key here is to practice on your own time so you feel the comfort, right? The worst thing is to be standing here and be like, I'm going to right-click flash, but I go like this, and then it hits the wall shorter than I wanted, or I was trying to actually hit the ceiling, but I didn't do it. Like, you do something like that, and it doesn't go the way you want. So practice just sitting here, throwing flashes, feel the distance, and the different techniques to throw them. Now, the last thing I'll mention is exactly that, the different ways you could use flashes. So the first way is a back step with the left click. So the back step is like this. If you want to flash a corridor with left click, you just backpedal as you throw it, and you could actually go shorter. This is an easy band-aid to not really memorizing the distances on right and left click, because if you don't know the distances, you're going to hit the ceiling like that and not be able to hit it. But one way to kind of just like do a shortcut is just back step with the left click, and that's a way to control the distance. Another way to control the distance is moving forward with the right click. So you saw me earlier, the right click is obviously not that far if you just do that. And then if you left click and you're going forward, sometimes it's hard, you have to bank it off something. You could do the underhand while running forward and release while you're looking up, and then you turn from it, alright? The other favorite I like is obviously banking it off objects. Always look for little corners like this because they're very cool ways to bank a flash off something, right? That will blind the corner over there. So, you could do that for everything. If you want to do a shallow flash, you go like that, and it blinds the guy right there. If that might not blind this guy, though, so if you think he's over there, you get creative, you throw the flash even harder. So spend time throwing these different flashes, left click, double click, and right click, and I promise it's going to help you have more solutions than just your sick aim in getting out these scenarios, guys, and you're going to become a better player. Increased game knowledge combined with increased mechanics and all this other stuff is going to increase game sense, and you're going to actually become a better player. So don't always just focus on hitting DMs all day. Focus on spending time in your own server, going over nades just like I just showed you.